No. Welcome to Rhinos and Aliens.
Are the mayors marching with their people? Are they protesting with their people? Are they moving with their people? Or are they just telling their people, oh, yeah, you can protest? Because...
Well, I know at least the New York City mayor, he is with their people protesting when it comes to like paying the streets and stuff like that. When it comes to the other protests for the longer days and stuff, I don't know.
That's not... You don't half-ass protest. Granted, you have a city to run, but if you're standing for something, stand for something. If you're leading people. You know what I'm saying? You're the mayor of the city. Play your part. Either you're gonna be hands-on or you're not. There are so many different things that you have to tackle in the office, and granted, I get it. But if you're going to make it the mayor of New York City, you're doing you painting the streets, but motherfucker, over 100%. More shootings, like what?
Yeah, over double.
But do you think that these people would be really going against each other or continuing to do this type of shit if you were really with them and not just there for the pictures and the street painting and the big shit? But if you were really there with them walking, you know what I'm saying, crying, you know what I'm...
Well, I would also make the case that that's not the only reason why the shootings have increased. Chicago and New York City have been two of some of the most criticized cities when it comes to their police force. And if I'm a police officer and I'm putting my life literally out on the line, especially if you're like in Chicago, if you're a police officer on the south side, or New York City, you're a police officer in the inner city, I'm getting criticized for putting my life on the line. If something happens that's not major, I'm not going to go. I'm going to slowly get there, you know? I'm not going to speed and bust my ass to get there. So I think that is a factor into this increase in shooting as well. And I don't care.
I'm sorry. Run that back for me. Run that back for me one more time.
Chicago and New York City are two of some of the most...
No, I know that part. But I'm saying, like, if you were a police officer, what?
If
he was a police officer...
No matter what job I was doing, if I'm getting criticized for doing my job when I'm actually doing my job correctly, especially if it's a dangerous job, and people are saying, defund my department... Fuck you just because blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're a sinner because you're working in this department. When a problem pops up in the department, I'm not going to bust my ass off anymore. And that might sound fucked up, but that's how people's mind works.
And that's how yours works?
Yeah.
So let's say that you get dispatched to go to the south side of Chicago. And it's it's nothing crazy, but you have to escort somebody out from a home or whatever the case may be, and you like, well, fuck them. They live on the south side. They black. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I'm saying.
I just asked you to run it back at everything. That's what it sounds like to me.
That's if... Okay, for example, if you get a call that there's a shooting going on, instead of doing your normal thing because people respect you...
Okay, so let's say it's a shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not busting my ass. Instead of going 100 miles per hour to get there, I'm going 50.
But you don't know what these people... Okay, so you're just deciding not to go because it's the south side and you feel like these are the people that stop your money and talk shit and blah, blah, blah. Or...
No, X, you're not getting the point. I'm saying before people started complaining about you being a cop, if you were deployed in the south side before and after... You're not busting your ass off as hard after. It doesn't matter if you're on the south side.
If you were in the position.
Yes, I agree with these cops.
And you don't understand why I am like, you haven't let me say
what you gotta say.
Anything about disagreeing with it. Like, I haven't gotten there yet.
Okay, say it.
Are you okay? Because it's been a minute. But if you didn't know, what if those people didn't have anything against you? What if they weren't those people? What if they really stood with you or were like me? And who believe in Black Lives Matter, but you know what I'm saying, have white friends and defend their white friends who feel their different indifferences between different things.
But you
don't know that.
But we all know you don't care for the cops, so you're already on a different side as me.
Who said I didn't care for the cops?
On one episode, you says you don't respect cops as much as you should because of your personal experiences.
As much as I should, but I never said I didn't respect them. Not one time did I say I don't respect police officers or law
X,
enforcement.
run back one episode.
I said
you
I
came
don't
off very
respect them as much, and I can feel how I want to feel about certain officers, but I
Okay.
never said all of them. I
And
never group them. When I see an officer, if they make me feel a certain type of way, sometimes they might not make me feel any type of way, but I might feel discomfort. But that's because at the end of the day, this is what I see in the media, but I know that this person might not be the same as everyone else.
Oh.
So what are you saying?
Okay, so X, honestly speaking, let's say you're in Cheektowaga and the cop pulls you over. Are you going to assume something good or bad?
They pulled me over. Of course I'm going to assume something bad. Am I going to be nervous? Yes. But am I going to feel like, oh my God, fuck this officer. I hate fucking cops. Blue lives don't matter. No. I'm just going to be scared because I know that there are some officers who get away with shit like that more than people realize.
Okay, so how is your
Black or white.
But how is your thinking process any different than these cops in these cities that are getting defunded and getting fucking nonstop threats because they're just a police officer?
Because if I was a stranger walking down the street and I saw something happen to a cop or something and I see him down and I know that for real, cops be making me nervous and all, I'm going to help that man.
That's respectable.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was a cop, you know what I'm saying? I would help.
But
I
to
would
be
go
fair-
straight to, I'm going to a shooting.
But
That's what I'm there for.
You're a caring person and you're a woman, so the whole mindset is different.
It shouldn't be, but that's my thing. Why should it be different just because I'm a woman instead of naturally caring for someone? When you join the field, when you join the field like being a police officer, whether you knew about police brutality or were working in the force before police brutality really became big like it is now, you signed yourself up for something. And right, wrong, or indifferent, that's what you signed yourself up for. And granted, they might not prepare you as much as they should, but this is you're supposed to have tough skin. And you're supposed to be able to deal with certain situations, and a lot of them don't.
But X, the whole issue of this, let's say you've been a cop for 10 years. And no matter how much good you do, you get lumped into all the bad people. And sometimes you can't do anything with what the bad people do. So now you're getting shit. So are you supposed to keep doing the same exact hard work? Like, for example, let's take cops out of
I
it.
get exactly what you're saying. You can give an example if you like.
No, but as an example, let's say you're working at a random Home Depot and you're the hardest worker there for 10 years and you never get a substantial raise. And then a new person comes in and they're the pretty bitch on the block, and right out the gate in 6 months, she gets promoted. How are you going to feel? You're not going to keep busting your ass off. You're going to say, fuck this place. I'm going to keep making my money, but instead of putting in 110%, I'm putting in 60.
That's what you're going to say?
Hell yes.
That's not what I'm going to say.
Because X,
I'm going to get my ass up out of there.
but X,
If I'm a police officer and I sign my life as my duty to protect and serve, if at some point I feel like I can't do that to the fullest of my abilities or want to do that to the fullest of my abilities, it's not for me.
So you're going to find a different job paying you
I'm gonna be
$60K
a
a year?
desk officer. People have to find back. That's not some shit you do. You don't get into some field like that and decide to say fuck people. That's not the type of people that are supposed to be officers or people
And
helping
this country
other
isn't supposed to
people.
be the type of country that says fuck the cops.
But that doesn't mean we have to be like them. I'm not saying fuck the cops. I'm saying fuck the police officers that kill people,
I'm not
innocent
talking
people.
about you, X.
No, I'm saying what I'm saying. But even still, you're speaking on America as a whole. I want you to speak on you. You're saying what you would do. You would say,
And I'm telling you what I would do if I've been protecting my.
Can I throw an example?
Yep.
Let's say you have a relationship and you're dating this girl and you've been putting in 10 years with this bitch, giving her good dick, bubble gum, and paying her bills.
Okay.
And a new nigga come along and she entertaining him.
Okay.
You gonna stick around and be that girl boyfriend while she entertaining him?
I'm going to stick around until I find a new bitch because I'm getting free pussy right now.
Free pussy, but you don't know if it's diseased or not when you touching it, no nothing.
Hey, you take that chance every time you have sex. Yep, got you.
That wasn't my point.
No, I know exactly what point you're making.
That wasn't my point.
And you're going to stay. Me and Danielle, we have bills to pay, so we're going to stay in until we find another job. You just don't quit because of like you're getting fucked over. You stay in.
But you should always have a backup plan. Like,
how do you have a backup plan? So for 10 straight years, you have a backup plan? No, you don't have a backup plan that stays in put for 10 straight years, especially with the benefits and pay that cops have.
bruh, as
Just a friendly reminder, guys. Hit the subscribe button in this corner. And then for the newest video. Then for the most recommended. And then for our famous dick pic.